younger son, a little bit different than those. We need all right, so let's see. What do I have here? Charlotte, would you be the nurse?
All right.
Okay. And Dan, would you come be Joe Petty? Here's the zills. Okay. Joe Petty. Michael Smythe. Okay. Turn the page. Ralph, you just did stage directions. You want to do Michael Smythe?
Sure, whoever.
Marco, okay. I've got Pete McCarthy. Who's that?
Oh, she had to leave.
Oh, okay. Fine. And Tammy, Tammy, I think I have another female part.
I didn't.
Miss Mimbry.
Okay.
And Michael, were you gonna read?
Who am I reading?
But you wanna read, right? Okay, so, are you on my list?
Should be.
I didn't see you. Okay, which,
Put my name on the thing.
what?
I wrote my name on it.
You wrote it here, I'm just, with all the X's, I'm missing it. It's in amongst the others. Okay, you be Rocco.
Rocco?
Rocco, yes. Okay, so we have 5, yes, over here. The stage directions has to sit here. Okay, who'd like to read stage directions? Anybody going once, going twice? Go on.
God's Younger Son, play in one act by Joe Leary. Characters: Joe Petty, a Caucasian man in his early 50s. Michael Smythe, an African-American man in his early 20s. Nurse, a woman in her mid-40s. Rocco, a man in his 40s. Miss Mimbry, an African-American woman in her late 60s. The scene is a room in a hospital psychiatric ward. Time is a present. We are in a room in a locked psychiatric unit of a hospital, a small, plain room with off-white walls. The room has a depressing feel to it. The walls are bare, with some partially washed off writing still visible that said, "Jesus is the resurrection." The room has a creepy feel to it. There's a door with no lock that leads to a small bathroom. There's one window with bars on the outside. There are 2 twin beds with thin mattresses, and 1 pillow and a blanket on each. At rise, it's morning and light is starting to creep through the window. Joe Petty is sleeping on the bed on the left. His hands are strapped to the rails by hospital hand restraints. Michael Smythe is standing over Joe. He has one hand pressed on Joe's head. The other hand is holding a Bible and he is chanting Bible verses. Joe is startled awake by Michael's hand on his head and the chanting.
What the hell's going on? Where am I? Who the hell are you? Get away from me.
You are in spiritual limbo, my son.
What? What does that even mean? Who are you?
I am the Son of God. Jesus is the resurrection.
Oh, crap. I really screwed up this time. Is there a nurse or someone like that around?
Only angels and demons.
God damn it. Is there an angel that can untie my hands?
Jesus is the resurrection.
This is a nightmare, right? You're not real. Maybe I'm still drunk or drugged up.
I'm real. You can touch me. Here, take my hand.
No thanks. I'm tied down in a room with a kid who thinks he's Jesus Christ. It must be drugs. It's so cliche. Okay, so you say you're Jesus Christ. You couldn't come up with someone more original or at least more fun to be with, like Richard Pryor? You could tell me jokes all day.
I'm not Jesus Christ. He's my older brother.
Huh?
I am God's younger son. Jesus is the resurrection.
I had no idea God had another son. And black. They didn't teach me that in Catholic school. Maybe they were embarrassed. So, is God black, or did he perform another immaculate conception with an African-American woman I'm not aware of? What can you tell me about God? Is he that old, long-bearded guy sitting on a cloud that we all picture him as?
God takes many forms. He is how you want to see him.
Wow, that's deep. And there's so many more questions I have now that I have the younger son of God here, and I'm strapped down and I can't go anywhere. However, I would really love to talk to a nurse. Can you get one? Summon one up, whatever.
Jesus is the resurrection.
You said you were God's younger son. Does that mean there are others? I mean, besides Jesus?
There have been many through time. As God needed help, he may have had other sons to help him, though I do not know them or if they even existed. All I know is God needs much help today, and that's why I'm here.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
Nurse enters SR with a chart in one hand and a tray with cups of medication.
Thank God. Oh, sorry. Just happened.
Good morning. How are you feeling this morning, Mr. Petty?
Guilt, shame, remorse. You know, the usual. I also thought I was delusional, but it seems God's younger son here is real. Okay, what happened? What'd I do?
Well, you came in to the ER last night drunk and saying you wanted to hurt yourself. You apparently tried to drink yourself to death. Before they could check you in, you started screaming at the triage nurse. When the security guards tried restraining you, you started swinging at them.
Ah, yes. You know, it's vaguely coming back now. Good times. Good times. Can you take the restraints off? I think I'm okay now.
Yes, I got permission from the doctor.
Nurse removes the restraints.
This is for you. It's Ativan to help detox you.
Joe takes the medication from the nurse and swallows it with a cup of water.
Here's your meds, Michael. Are you going to take them today?
No, it's the devil's mind control.
Okay. They're up front if you change your mind. I really think you should take them. It's the only way you're getting out of here.
Dude, take your medication. If not for yourself, then for me. I'm really not comfortable being in a room with the Son of God. I'm not worthy. Besides, there's already a chance I'm going to hell. This might just lock it up.
No. They're trying to get the devil to control me. Jesus is the resurrection.
Michael lays on the bed.
Can I talk to you privately?
Yes. Over here.
Joe and the nurse moves.
Stage right.
Oh, gosh. Stage right towards the door. Thank you.
Can I get another room? I mean, this guy is nuts. I don't belong in this ward. I'm not crazy. I'm not drunk. I'm a drunk. I'm not crazy. I'm a drunk. This guy is way gone and scares me. He had his hand on my head while I was sleeping. I'm afraid to go back to sleep. I don't know what he's capable of. Also, he actually smells like Jesus might have after walking around in the heat of the desert for a week.
I'll see what I can do, but it's very full, so no promises. Michael is relatively harmless.
Yeah, it's the relativity part that I'm worried. Oh, by the way, where am I? I don't even know.
You're in the Central General Hospital, locked psychiatric unit, in the ward called Lowy 3.
Lowy 3. That's a hell of a name for a psych ward. Why don't you just call it Depressed 1? Well, it's just us. So what do you do for fun around here? Can you do tricks like Jesus? Can you walk on water? What about turning water into wine? That would be awesome. You'd be pretty popular around here.
Michael sits up with his arms extended like Dracula rising from a coffin. He's laughing uncontrollably. It's a sinister.
Jesus is the resurrection!
Holy crap, dude, you're scaring me.
Jesus is the resurrection!
Are you asking me or telling me?
Jesus is the resurrection!
I guess you're telling me. What were you doing when you had your hand on my forehead? And what were you saying?
I was removing the demon from your body. It's gone now. Don't let it back in.
Wow, thanks, I guess. I'll try not to. Is that what you do? I mean, you know, remove demons? Kind of like an exorcism. What do I call you? Do you have a real name other than the younger son of God?
I am Michael, the great and powerful. I control angels and demons.
You mean like the two little guys on your shoulder that whisper in your ear to convince you to do good or bad? The devil guy always wins with me. The angel never has a chance. It's a blowout. I give him credit for trying, though. Oh, never mind. Anyway, what that's the job God gave you?
His card, I think it's all.
By the way, okay, so it's a blowout. I'll give you credit for trying, though. By the way, isn't the Wizard of Oz already the great and powerful? Anyway, never mind. That's the job God gave you.
Yes. It's very important at this time in history.
I bet it is. But don't you ever feel shortchanged? I mean, Jesus gets all the good PR. He died for our sins. He's hanging in every Catholic church in every room of an Italian household in the world. We celebrate his birthday every year by giving iPads, iPhones, and Barbie dolls to our kids. Although in the end, he did take quite a beating. Not sure you'd want that. How come you're not in the Bible? I mean, where's your recognition?
It was God's will.
That's a cop-out answer.
I came long after the Bible, as I mentioned. My father thought it necessary to have me in the world. In the last several years, the world has become more corrupt and immoral. I helped remove demons from people and replace them with angels, like I did with you.
Oh, so now I have an angel in me.
No, that is spiritual limbo. The demon has been removed. Your angel isn't here yet.
That figures. He's probably getting drunk in an angel bar somewhere and drinking. He's probably drinking St. Pauli girl. Do they have bars in heaven?
Ah! Help! Help! They're trying to kill me! Help! Get me out of here! They're trying to kill me! They stole my tacos! They stole my tacos!
What the hell was that?
That was Rocco. He still has demons in him.
Sounds like he wants tacos in him. Can you remove the demons, please? He scared the shit out of me. I have to get out of here. These people are nuts. I'm just a drunk. I need a detox, not a psych ward. You should know I'm agnostic, by the way, and if you haven't figured it out already, do you know what that means?
Yes, I know it means you don't believe in God, my father.
No, it means I'm on the fence. I want to believe there's a God, but I'm skeptical. I need proof. The Bible seems too much like a fairy tale. Now, besides, religion is responsible for most wars throughout history, even though, even now,
God and religion saved me from an immoral life. Now I do the same for others in the name of my Father.
I thought you were born as God's son.
Jesus is the resurrection.
I'm not big on religion, obviously, but I am spiritual, at least when I'm not drinking.
There is no difference. The Spirit is in you or it isn't.
Yes, there is a big difference. Someone once told me religion is for people who are afraid of going to hell, and spirituality is for people who have been there. It works for me. I've been there.
Jesus is the resurrection.
Is that all you say?
Jesus is the resurrection.
Okay, so where are you from? How did you become great and powerful?
I was born in Brooklyn and raised in Rosedale, Queens. I like to play basketball. I'm pretty good at it. God came to me in a dream and told me, I am Michael, the great and powerful. I will control angels and demons.
Oh, so you're just a normal kid from Queens. You just need to take your medication.
Michael snaps back into his
Jesus
position.
is the resurrection. Jesus is the resurrection.
Michael starts pacing, groaning, and making hissing noises while he's giving Joe the evil eye.
Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebird
Help me!
fly,
Help me!
and the
Call
dreams
911!
I dare to
They stole my tacos!
so I
They stole my tacos!
Holy crap, I gotta get out of here. I'm going to the bathroom.
Joe exits stage left. Michael stops singing and starts drawing symbols on the floor with his finger.
Okay, better. Damn, this room stinks. I don't want to be that guy, but even Jesus took a bath sometimes, even if it was just jumping in a lake. Oh, I mean, when he wasn't walking on water. What are you doing?
Summoning your angel.
Really? Oh, really? That's nice of you. I thought you were putting a spell on me the way you were hissing at me.
He's coming. I must leave the room.
Why?
He can only appear before you.
What is he, shy?
Michael exits stage right. Joe sits on his bed.
This is just weird. It's creeping me out. But this is what I get for continually drinking and not going to AA. So, are you here, Angel? If so, give me a sign. No? On second thought, don't. It'll scare the crap out of me. What am I going to tell this kid? If I say nothing happened, will he freak out and keep trying? If I say the angel came, will he leave me alone or think I'm part of his congregation anyway? Well, anyway, at least I have some quiet time now.
Free at last. Free at last. Good God Almighty, free at least.
Miss Mimbry, put your gown back on. This is not a nudist colony.
Christ, I gotta get out of here. My nerves are shot. I need a detox, not a psych ward. Oh, who am I kidding? I do belong here. Any moron that would hide behind bushes pouring warm vodka down his throat trying to poison himself with alcohol belongs here. I'm nuts. This kid is no different from me. We've both got mental diseases, just different kinds. I could probably use an angel now.
Joe gets on his knees next to the bed.
God, I'm not good at this. I know I said I'm agnostic, but I'm at the end of my rope. Please help me surrender and do the right thing to fight this disease. Oh, and help this kid Michael out. Amen.
Joe stands up and calls Michael.
Come in, it's over.
Michael enters stage right.
How do you feel?
How do you feel?
Oh, sorry.
How do you feel? Has the blessing of Christ resurrected you?
Actually, I do feel pretty good, considering what I've been through the last few days. Maybe it was the angel entering me, or maybe it's the Ativan. But either way, I feel like a load has been lifted off my shoulders.
That's the blessing of the Lord.
Joe sits on the bed.
Oh man, my back is killing me. I guess it's from sleeping on this crappy bed.
I can fix that. I'm a healer.
Wait, what? You can fix back pain too? Are you a chiropractor, or is this one of your powers?
Trust me. Lay on your stomach on the floor.
Are you kidding me? I'm not laying on the floor.
It's okay. I can relieve you.
I don't know, man. I hope I don't regret this.
Joe hesitantly lays on his stomach. Michael walks up and down Joe's back.
Ooh, ow.
Joe gets up.
Oh, it does feel better. You know, I'm starting to believe you might be Michael. I'm starting to believe you might be Michael, the great and powerful.
Michael sits on his bed. After a few seconds, he just starts staring intently at Joe.
What now? What are you staring at me like that?
The devil is looking at you.
The devil is looking at me. Where is he?
He's using me. He's in me looking at you.
Why?
Because you've been blessed. He wants to get a demon back in you, but he can't get close to you yet, so he uses me.
So the devil is looking at me right now through your eyes. He can see me.
Yes.
Here you go, devil.
Joe sticks up both his middle fingers and starts waving them right at Michael's face. Michael starts to laugh hard, but it's not a sinister laugh, it's a belly laugh, as if he just heard a funny joke.
I think it's you.
I got you. You let the real you out. I knew it was there.
Michael stops laughing and tries to look serious again.
Do you know who I am?
Yes, you're a nice, normal kid who was born in Brooklyn, raised in Queens, and is good at basketball. He just needs to take his medicine to feel better. And maybe a shower wouldn't hurt.
I am Michael, the great and powerful, controller of angels and demons. Jesus is the resurrection. Jesus is the resurrection.
No, you're just Michael who needs to give himself a break.
Michael starts sobbing. Joe walks over and gives him a hug. The nurse enters, stage right.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, we're good.
Michael sits on the edge of his bed, clutching his Bible.
By the way, I found another room for you. You can move as soon as it's cleaned.
You know what? I've changed my mind. I'm good here.
You sure?
Yes.
Nurse exits, stage right.
You wanna get some breakfast?
Jesus is the resurrection. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dare to, why, oh why can't I?
My tacos! Thank you, Jesus, I got my tacos!
Curtain and they're back.
Very sad,
Oh, good.
no, it's a very nice part for some young African American man. Really, it's lovely written. You know, is the author here? Very nicely done.
Joe, come on up.
Oh, thank you guys for doing that. That was excellent. This is the first time for me here or doing this ever, so it was very like twitchy. But you know, I was it's just really. I mean, it's a wonderful thing just to hear something like that. You know what I mean? Nothing else. I gotta say, you know. Any questions? I'll give you some background then, maybe that. It's kind of a true story based on someone's experience.
Used to be young, used to be black?
Yeah, that's right. And I was great and powerful. It's kind of, you know, sort of embellished, but not really. It's more condensed. It happened over a longer period of something that someone told me, a story, and I just instead of like 3 or 4 days, it's kind of condensed a little, but it really happened, and you know, most of what he said did happen. So, you know, and it was really it's kind of all more about empathy in the end, like understanding mental disease and substance abuse type of thing. I don't know. That's the undertone to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it does have both humor and a feeling of sadness, a feeling for these people.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I was trying. You know, I do stand-up comedy like as a hobby, so I try to inject humor. I'm better at that, you know. But it's kind of weird when you deal with religion. It's a touchy subject to do any way, dramatic, comedic, or anything. You know what I mean? It's a very fine line to walk. So that's one thing I was nervous about too. Like, will people get annoyed? Like, am I trying to make fun of it? I'm not really, but you know.
I was thinking too, the idea of the other son of Christ, of God. It's a very original idea rather than saying he's, Jesus.
Right.
So, you can kind of see this guy as an ordinary guy, and all of a sudden he wants to be the other son of God,
Right. Oh.
Yeah. Was the part of Rocco put in there for comic relief?
No,
Because he didn't add to the.
he's a real person. The Rocco and the one line for the woman, Miss Minbury, were really off screen. Like, he hears that outside. It's really to add to his like anxiety of like, what am I doing here? You know what I mean? Because it is a psychiatric ward, and people are acting up, and it's.
So why did you end with Rocco's? Hey, I got my tacos.
I wanted to give him some
I got the impression.
resolution. I want to give Rocco some resolution too.
I got the impression.
But hearing it, God, I'm sorry.
Because I would have, I think if you want Rocco's frustration ends at the end. There should be more through every couple of pages. He's got an outburst, and a little different because they were very, very similar
Right.
in what he says. So there could be, everybody's going, what the hell's going on with Rocco? And then finally at the end, he's going, thank jeez, thank God, I finally got my tacos.
You know,
Oh yeah, it's a good idea.
the nurse could say, It's lunchtime, tacos today.
Tuesday, there you go. That's great. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, before she
I thought
leaves.
they were revolutionary.
As she's exiting, right, yeah,
Yeah.
she's saying, oh, by the way, it's Taco Tuesday. I like that. Okay,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I disagree with him. I think that the way you developed Rocco was perfect, because like you said, it's like it's other patients, you know, but it was just enough. And then having him get his taco was perfect, it was along the same
Yeah,
line,
just-
and you should stay with that run. But I love her idea at the end to.
Yeah, that is great.
It just drives home the point, you know, you're in a mental ward, and
Absolutely.
so he's come to the realization that once he's sobered up, that he has hope for himself. And these other two, apparently, it drove home the point that some people, there's no cure for some people.
Yeah, and it's just reality, you know, I kind of want, and the thing was, you know, he's thinking he's different, you know, because he's a drunk guy and he's different from these people. But in the end, I want to say that he's not, you know, addiction, bipolar disease, schizophrenia are all mental diseases.
But he is different, because he can sober up and quote unquote be normal again.
Right.
Yeah.
It does.
And a lot of, you know, if people take their medicine, many of them can be
Yeah.
normal. But maybe not Rocco, I don't know. I don't know Rocco, I just hear him yelling. You know, hopefully he'll be all right once he gets his tacos. I don't know.
I thought it was handled very well. I
Thank
agree with,
you.
I don't have your name. Eileen, I agree with Eileen that you empathized with them, and, you know, but it was funny at the same time, you know, so it was a nice balance, and I thought it was very well done.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I really did appreciate the feedback.
I think that, you know, I saw it a little differently, that, you know, in the end, when he got his tacos, there's a kind of little magic going on, because everything seems to end right, you know, it's almost like Michael does bring some spirit, some angel, you know, everybody seems very happy at the end, in a
Makes
way.
you believe it.
Yeah,
It's a miracle.
a miracle, right, that's the word.
All right, anybody else?
Maybe if, I don't know where Rocco's running, but if Michael turns to wherever Rocco should be and does this, and then all of a sudden he goes, I got my taco. So he did give a blessing to someone.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, just remember,
That's all right, all right. Oh, thank you, everybody, I appreciate it.